What we are going to see in this video is two best games of two biggest blitz game from World Blitz Championship. Two games were played by Carlson and Dinglaren only. Carlson is white in both the games. First game is from World Championships 2009 and the second is from World Championship 2019. If you like this video, kindly subscribe. Okay. So now we move on to the game. Carlson played e4. Carlson versus Dinglaren. So the opening moves went according to theory. So it turns out to be a scavenging after black played e6. Dinglaren opted to play the scavenging defense. So a4 variation. The moves played all according to theory only. Queen d2, queen c7, bishop f3. Now rook moves. So they remove the rook from the h1 diagonal and prepare for an eventual b5. So queen f2, e5 comes, fe5, de5, nb3, nb4, attacking the c2 pawn, pinning the queen for the defense of the pawn. So bishop a7, rook a8, b6, queen e7. Now rook d1, centralizing the rook. Now bishop e6. Now comes nd5, complicating the matters. So bishop into d5, e into d5, e4, counter attack there in the center actually. So Carlson also attacked the queen. Queen e6. But if queen e5, then d7 is dangerous for black. So queen e6, nc5, attacking the queen again. So Dinglaren wanted to exchange the queen by playing queen f5. So queen into f2, rook into f2. Now on nc2 actually, d7, rook e b8, b7, it's a winning game for white. So what he played is nb5 and then a5 comes. So converting one advantage to another. Carlson's advanced passed pawn can pose a big threat to white. The immediate d7 is not dangerous actually. If d7, then rook e b8. Now if rook into f6, n into f6, n into e4, knight into e4, d8 queens, rook into d8, rook into d8, rook into d8, bishop into d8, g6. Actually black has equalized in this position. So the immediate d7 is not good. So he played a5. After a5, n into b6, a into b6. Now comes the rook into f6. Beautiful move. Aiming to utilize the advantage of the advanced passed pawn. So now g into f6, n d7. So f5, c4. There is no hurry to take the exchange actually. Carlson wants to give support for the advanced passed pawn and enhance the advantages of these passed pawns actually. So black wants to stop b4. So now comes c5. So bishop f6. Now knight into b8. It's taking the exchange. Now comes the fantastic move, bishop a6. This excellent move enables Carlsen to get 3 connected dangerous advanced passed pawns actually. So bishop f6 immediately defends, but Carlsen played bishop into b7. He says don't want, and played the bishop into b7. Now comes c6, rook into b6. Here also it is not too late for white to go wrong. The immediate c7 loses for white, rook c6 wins for black. Now the winning move is rook c1. So bishop into b2, d7. Dinglarin resigned. On bf6, c7 wins actually. Now we move on to the next game. Next game is played between Carlsen and Dinglarin only. But here this is 2019 World Blitz Championship. So e4, e5, nf3, nc6, bishop b5. This is a railway pass opening. nf6. Now d3. This Carlsen prefers the closed setup in the railway pass opening. This setup came into fashion in the top level again actually when after Anand posted great victories employing this setup actually. So NAFI, BC2, C5, D4, CD4, CD4. So Carlsen prefer to close the center. BD7, NC3, Queen B8, a good move now. NE2, Rook C8, Bishop D3. So a risky move, Carlsen played G4. Having secured the center, Carlsen decided to attack on the king side. But BE3 is a no risk move. After BE3 actually, if NC5, NG3, B4, Bishop into C5, Rook into C5, Queen D2 suits one who prefers a calm game actually. But this is a blitz game. So you will Carlsen try to attack. Now comes NC5, NG3, N into D3, Queen into D3, B4, immediately trying to activate his white bishop. So now comes ND2, sorry, Queen B5, C7, Bishop E3, Rook C8, now we place ND2 with the idea of B3 and NC4 blocking the rook line. So NA6, NA5 and Queen B8, Queen D2. Now Rook C3. So A3, the Carlsen played A3. After B into A3, Carlsen played NC6, winning the exchange. But black has compensation for the exchange as he has already got 2 pawns. So after bishop into c6, queen into c3, bishop into d5, queen under attack, queen a5. Now bishop into e4. So you got 2 pawns for the exchange. Now we concentrate g5 attacking the knight, which supports the bishop on e4. But Dinglaren played bishop a8, preferring to keep the bishop on the weak diagonal and threatening queen b7 also. Now Carlsen played queen into a6. This is a weak move according to the computer. The computer shows black has to take draw after if white played gf6, queen g2 check, king e2, queen f3 check, king f1 only. You cannot play king d2 for queen f3 check because bishop d8. Now if queen b4, then queen d5 check is winning for black actually. If king e2, rook c2 check. So here black has to take draw only. White has to play king f1 and king e2 and allow a draw only. But after queen a6, black plays the powerful move in d5. This powerful move puts black in a commanding position. Now bishop a7. Carlsen played bishop a7 attacking the queen. The queen has to move to queen c7 only because the rook is under attack. So now comes rook c7, rook c1, queen into c1, rook into c1, rook into c1 check, king h2. Now bishop c6. Black should have to preserve the good bishop. Now comes queen into a3, bishop into g5, queen into d6. Now Carlsen's next move, bishop c5, threatens mate on f8 and also the bishop on c6. But Dinglaren ignored it and played bishop f4, pinning the g3 knight. So as planned, Carlsen played bishop c5, threatening queen f8 mate and also the bishop on c6. But now comes the beautiful move in e7, which not only stops the both Carlsen's threats and also threatens mate by rook h1 next move, for which there is no defense. So Carlsen resigned here.